Are you looking for a city in South Orange County that's a little bit inland, so a little bit more affordable? Well, this one might be the one. Hey, this is Shel Pavlis. Welcome to another episode of COC on LivePlayOrangeCounty.com. In this episode, we're going to talk about one of the best cities in all of Southern California, Foothill Ranch. I happen to love it because I live here too. So if you're looking to buy here in Foothill Ranch, we're looking at a range of a little over $400,000 for the smaller homes to $1.2 million for the 3,600 square foot, with the average home costing about $766,000. And if you're looking to rent in Foothill Ranch, we're looking at about $1,700 a month for the smaller sizes to about $3,800 a month for a larger 5-bedroom home, single family. Okay, so now let's look at who actually lives in Orange County. So Fair Housing doesn't let me do any steering or anything. These are just the facts. I'm just telling you who actually lives here so that you can have that information. Foothill Ranch is known a lot for its family-friendly communities, and the events that are held in Foothill Ranch, not all of them, but a lot of them are oriented towards families and towards families with younger kids. And then I want to tell you a little bit about what Foothill Ranch is like as a community. It's like this little suburb, and it's against Whiting Ranch Wilderness Park, which is a beautiful wooded area. You can mountain bike in it, hike in it. So a lot of the views in Foothill Ranch are either of beautiful wooded areas or actually of the city lights and out and looking across the ocean and Catalina. So they're amazing. And then within the community itself, it's actually mostly residential. There's a couple shopping centers. There's one really big one that has a Walmart and Target and a lot of the name brand stores. And then there's a couple small strip malls which have some of the more unique businesses that are local businesses that are run by some amazing people who live in the area. The best way that I like to describe living in Foothill Ranch is like this. It's like this small suburb, and it's close to the beach, so it's actually close to everything. It's about 20 miles away from everything nearby that you might want to go to, the fancier restaurants, the more upscale stores, the beach. But yet, because we're a little bit far away, we feel sometimes like we're 2,000 miles away. And we have that peace and quiet that you wouldn't get if you were living closer to everything else. So a couple other things I want to mention if you're considering living in Foothill Ranch. The first thing is proximity to the freeway, because that affects everything in your commute drive, possibly to work. So we are about 20 minutes from the freeway during normal commute times, but we have the toll road here, and the toll road cuts through south and north. So if you're not opposed to paying a little bit of money to the toll road, you can get places in a half or a quarter of the time that you would if you actually travel to get on the freeway. Like if you were wondering whether or not you actually need a car to even live here, yeah, you need a car. You cannot really live here comfortably and be able to get outside of Foothill Ranch without a car. If you're willing to just stay within Foothill Ranch, I mean, there's everything here that you need. But if you work outside of Foothill Ranch or you're not retired, then you're gonna need the car, and public transportation here stinks. I think the bus stops at like 7 o'clock at night. So if you wanted to go out at night, you're stuck. So definitely need a car. So like I mentioned before, this is a very family-friendly community. And so that might bring you to consider schools. So let's talk about that for a sec. So even if you don't have children, the fact that Foothill Ranch has really top-rated schools here is important to you, because it will keep your property values up if you're buying here. And then obviously if you do have children, you want peace of mind knowing that they're going to great schools. The schools here, the Saddleback Valley school system, and the schools are some of the top rated schools in the area, And if you want more information on it, I can send you links to some of the sites that actually do the school rating so that you can see how well the schools here locally do. And then they have at the high school, a great IB program, which means that the students there are actually getting accepted into OC schools, which are some of the hardest schools in the country to get into if you're a resident here. So the schools are awesome. So hopefully this video gave you a little bit of an idea of what it's like to live in Foothill Ranch. If you want any additional information at all, I'm happy to provide it to you. Just message me, text me, call me, email me, send me a paper airplane, wave at me when I'm driving by. Just contact me and I'll get you whatever info you need. And hopefully you'll subscribe to this channel if you're interested in learning more about Orange County and living here and playing here. I'm Shel Pavlis with Metro Estates. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.